Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Rune Factory Frontier. I'm Hermes, the 500 is silent, and in the last episode, if I recall correctly, we started the first day of autumn. And in this episode, we need to actually get seeds for our newfound farm. Not our newfound farm, our newfound, let's not worry about that. I apologize for there being a few week hiatus in between episode 52 and this episode, presumably. But, you okay, Annette? What's wrong? What do you think? I was chased around by a monster outside the village. I just came back from running away from it. I thought I was gonna die. Are you okay? Would you like some water? I'll be fine. I just need to rest up a little. It must be hard. She's something else. I'll be fine, so please, let me rest. Alright, just don't die on my property, okay? I don't need to be, assumed of murder. And she still delivered my mail. We officially become residents of this town. Please allow us to first extend our greetings as new neighbors, Tabitha. Autumns are quite agreeable. Is autumn not wonderful? The colors, the food. I'm quite fond of autumn. Are you, Raguna? Izuki. Stars. Oh, stars in the heavens, I wish to become a snack shop owner so that I may eat snacks all day. Signed, So anyway, oh, messy. So yes, in the last episode, we did lots of... Is this harvestable? Yes, it is actually. But in the last episode, we did lots of preparations for our farm. And I'm excited to finally get it started once we can actually buy stuff from... I need to put this away. Wait, what? The C button is a use button? I did not know this. I am trying to remember which buttons is this... There we go. I couldn't remember which buttons was the sub-screen buttons. This is what happens when you take too long of a break when you're doing your Let's Plays, guys. Keep that in mind. Don't be like me and not be able to continue upload on a regular basis. Try to be somewhat consistent, at least in your recording session. Ugh. I don't know. You think controls is something that you never forget, but when you play other Harvest Moons or something like that in between, and their controls are just not perfectly aligned or whatever... it just kind of throws off things. I don't know what I'm going on about. It just causes confusion in games that are so similar in appearance and game style, but the controls just get switched up in between, and we're going to have to do some re-plowing and stuff. This actually is not a bad... we got most of this field clean. I mean, I can't wait to actually make it look nice, but this is the last season where for a little while we really get to... do much of the fun. I just realized how late into the year we are. I mean, think about it. We're over halfway through the first year already, or halfway through the first year. So we're pretty far into this game, actually. I almost hit the D-pad, and caused myself some sadness because I would have used up one of my items by accident. But it's all good. I also need to remember to do the Runes, unfortunately. But for right now, we're okay. But this is the time where you need to get them organized, because they don't kill each other for the first 7 days. What I was saying, though, I apologize for there being a little bit of gap in the uploads. I've just been having some stuff going on. I've been recording other things, way too much Minecraft. I apologize for that. I'm trying to just kind of get the... I've stopped recording Minecraft, but there's almost 50 episodes I've recorded already. You guys have probably only seen about 22 or 3 by now. Actually, by now you may have seen closer to 30, considering this is being recorded, in advance, But Minecraft are almost a daily upload. It's nice to actually have some daily uploads again, even if it is just Minecraft. But I thought that would be a game that, one, I might enjoy playing like the legit way, and you guys might enjoy seeing because it's very similar, game style, kind of. It's more laid back, like the Harvest Moon series is. Okay, I think I'm getting back into the control swings now. It's becoming instinct again. But I don't know, the response was great for the first few episodes, but then, oh, and that's gone. I didn't even see her walk off. But, you know, the response was great for the first few episodes, but then it just kind of peltered off. I don't really know how I feel about it. Also, I might need to double check on my, I guess I don't really need this robe. Get rid of this. I don't need to do this, but I'm doing it anyway. Eric doesn't open till like noon or something, right? I don't remember Eric's schedule. I never can remember Eric's schedule. Okay, let's just get this all evened out. We'll get some nice crops in a nice, orderly fashion. Not the hodgepodge way we were doing it for the first 2 seasons of the game. Alright, oh, my OCD! It's too strong! I really, like, I can't, like, not fix this. I apologize if it bothers people, but I gotta fix it. I like the subtle sound effects of the wind rustling the leaves. It's not an actual thing that's happening. I did that! Oh my gosh, I just undid that. What is wrong with me? It's a good thing I have like an unlimited supply of runes. Actually, not rune stones. Like in runes. Just plain runes. Or I like to call it rune energy. So we don't have to worry too much about that. I actually should go and get some here in a minute. I almost had a bit of an... I keep getting deviated a little bit. Like, actually, like, while Rune Factory was taking a break, I'm sure you guys, like, had a nice little... some nice Harvest Moon episodes on the weekends, as long as I remember to upload. It's kind of difficult when I don't have 100% internet access all the time. I mean, granted, I live next door to my girlfriend, and she has stable internet, but I don't always have access to it. So I can't always be uploading. As much as I'd like to be. But now that I actually can upload almost all the time, I actually don't have enough content to give you guys uploads all the time. I used to... What's that noise? I used to wonder how Let's Players could never keep up on their schedules. I always thought like just such a foreign thing to me. Like, it's just playing a game. How hard... But I realized after doing it for a few years that how difficult it can be to do daily uploads. Granted, myself, I don't really... I guess we'll do it here, I guess. Give it a little bit of space around. Because it takes up a lot of time, surprisingly. Especially in series like this, where I actually do a lot of, you know, skipping. So I have to play off-screen, and I don't get any episodes for it. Granted, I could play on-screen. Oh, god, that was weird. Someone must be entering the area. But, you know, it becomes difficult to do after a while. What am I doing? I need to actually go and... I guess let's start preparing the watering. Oh, I'm so glad I have the lion can now. Lion can, lion can. I don't know where that came from. Actually, I think I should probably try and go and find some seeds. Let's go. I don't really know what to buy this season. You know, well, actually, well, I guess we'll find out when we get to freaking Eric's house. As long as he's... Oh, hey. Hi, dude. That hair. Those eyes. So this is where you are. Where you were. And you're living here as if nothing ever happened. Who are you? Hey, Weber. Wait, you must be going by another name now. You. What is your name? My name is Rune. Nice to meet you. I see. So that's what you call yourself here. Very well. I, Brodik, will be the one to chase you out of this village.
I'm gonna kick you out of this town by doing whatever it takes. You got that?
I did not do a good enough job with my voice for him.
Hey, going to go torture monsters again?
What the heck's your problem, man? I hear that during a mission in the past, you said that you wanted to hide out in the countryside and run a farm. And it's called the Petra Farm? I never thought that you would really start one up. Are you sure you want to keep it as Petra Farm? That name of your farm isn't witty at all. At least do something about it to make it harder for people to find out. I don't know what his problem is, but he's got issues. I don't appreciate him being mean. Eric!
Hey, young man.
Hey, younger man. Actually, it's probably not. He's probably still older than me. Wait, what? I asked for advice. I don't care about your turnip monsters rumor. They don't exist, Eric. I'm a monster hunter, apparently. I know they don't exist. They do have giant jack-o'-lantern monsters in future releases, or future games, though. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna get, 2 of these, I believe.
Anything else?
Definitely 2 of these.
Anything else?
Definitely 2 of these. Actually, yeah, at least 2.
Anything else?
2 of everything.
Anything else?
I'm good.
Come again.
I wasn't actually even paying attention to my money. And I will be resourcefully using the seed maker with my replenishable crops. That's gonna save me a lot of money. It doesn't really affect too much with the spring because, you know, if I want to make a lot of money, turnips is the best way to do that, and it costs, like, what? 10 gold for a bag of turnip seeds? It's about the same price as a bath, which is the same price as a weed. So think about it, Mist is kind of poor because her favorite seeds are about worth as much as a weed. I did not get enough, I don't think. Okay, so gonna get, I'm trying to think here. I'm trying to plan out my strategy. A planning strategy. Okay, so we're gonna do... I definitely need more. I didn't get enough. Okay, so that's the eggplant. We're gonna do yam in the middle. I didn't get grass. Okay, eggplant. Alright. I actually am kind of off my proportions, so I'm going to have to cost some kind of regrowable thing to not be regrowable. So, let's see. What do we got? Oh, my OCD! It hurts! Okay, we'll do carrots, I guess. Carrots are... yams are not... I heard Navi off in the background. I'm probably going to have to check that in a moment, so give me a moment. Well, I'm not going to do it right now. But, like, yams are going to be your fall backbone crop. They are basically the strawberries of fall, because they grow back at a quick rate. How many am I going to need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. 8. I need 9 grasses, okay. 9 grass seeds. Good to know. Good to know. Anyway, as I was saying, yams are going to be the... Yams or sweet potatoes, if you prefer. I prefer to say yams. The games treat them like they're interchangeable names, but they are different foods. Slightly, I believe. But it depends on geographically where you are. But I prefer to call them yams because it just, you know, I like how yams rolls off the tongue. I don't know, I'm a little weird that way.
Now then, what would you like?
Ah, stewed yams, sir. Okay, so I need 2 more bell peppers.
Anything else?
2 more eggplant.
Anything else?
I forgot where I planted what. Where's my fodder seed? Okay, I need 9 of these. Not 99, 9.
Anything else? Come again.
Okay, now we're good. My OCD is going to be a wreck if I actually plant the wrong things in the wrong places. We're also going to get back to the lava ruin soon. I'm trying to get my farm in order here first. You know, being autumn and everything. I mean, being the beginning of the season. There's a lot of priorities going on, and Rune is our number 1, of course. I mean, eventually we're going to get to the point where we can slack off a little bit. But it's best to kind of generally get into a somewhat of a habit. Because look at all these guys here. And these will always be okay. Your Roonies here in Homestead will always be okay. And if you guys noticed, like, watching if I planted things in the wrong places, you guys are probably laughing at me right now because of how stupid I'm going to feel later with this stuff not being correct. Because it's going to bug me to death. I just tell you right now. Okay, so let's get all this grass so I can get all this OCD out of my life. It's been bugging me being out of recording for so long and I did not get this finished. But, you know, I don't always... Rune Factory is one of those series that takes me a little bit longer to record and make episodes of, just because of the day skipping it involves. Now, for right now, we're going to be okay, because I'm going to give at least Fall a few days before I start skipping things, especially probably the first week at the very least. I don't know what kind of pattern I'm going with when it comes to this stuff, but, you know, we'll figure something out. Cinnamon, hi! Hi, Cinnamon! Cinnamon!
Hi, fish is in season. Did you eat some?
Not. Oh, the hat constellation. The hat? That's an odd constellation. The hat constellation can be seen when it's a bit late. Good luck. Any other constellations? The Broom constellation. Okay. People back in the day really thought about strange things. What were they thinking when they saw a broom among the stars? Who knows? But the Broom constellation can seem way past midnight. Gotta stay up for it. Oh, that's gonna be not fun. The weather is nice. I feel like taking a nap outside. That sounds horrible in this current weather in real life right now. Being in the middle of New Jersey and dodging the bullets that was those horrible winter storms. I don't know what they called the blizzard that just missed us. I mean, it technically still brought in a lot of... Oh, hi. Let's talk to Candy. I need to actually get some Rooney totals.
How may I help you today?
But we still got hit by some heavy snow, but, you know, not as bad as they expected. They were calling for 2 feet or more, and we only got maybe about, like, 10 inches? I don't know. Anyway. Okay, so these areas are still perfect. I actually should take some out. Okay. This is good. This is... Okay, I take some rock. Okay, so... I should add some grass, maybe? These guys are good, though. That's, I guess, grass there, I guess. Oh, the public square definitely needs some trees. Definitely need to take some rocks from there. Okay, oh, they're not eating each other yet, so the grass factory is not in effect. Okay. So I basically gotta just add some trees to the public square, and just add a little bit of grasses at the lake and the mountain road. That's not too bad. I should probably be striving for much more, but right now we got 2 areas in prosperity, so even if we got some areas that were even really low, as long as they weren't dead, we'd probably still break even. Because, you know, as long as it was still green, it doesn't matter how bad it is, as long as it's green. That's the thing, like on the map. But if we got some stuff in gold, like especially with 2 areas, so many things are so quick now. Like, for example, the fodder, it grows in a day, I believe. Okay, so these... Alright, let me water these while I'm here at the very least. We're not going to really be focusing too much on the dungeons this episode. We're going to be mostly focusing on the main field right now. And then, of course, obviously, I'll go back to the dungeon. I have so many good ideas for thumbnails right now. You guys have... Because I enjoy making the thumbnails for this series. Because as you probably noticed, my thumbnails for this series are very elaborate. Most of the time. Sometimes I don't have anything good for a thumbnail, so I'd actually use sprites from, I believe, Rune Factory 4. I have an entire picture in my computer files that has all the item sprites from Rune Factory 4. And if I have no inspiration for a thumbnail, I go straight to that and I make a thumbnail using items that are relevant to the episode from the sprites. It's actually pretty fun, and because the sprites are straight ripped with a solid colored background, I don't have to do a lot of backbreaking work in paint like I do whenever I have to do a monster-themed thumbnail. The monster-themed thumbnails, the pictures usually are varying whites, so I can't just paint bucket the entire the entire picture. I have to actually draw it in. Like, for example, the Gengar thumbnail for episode 40, I think it was, with the ghost thing. That one was a lot of work. And other ones like the iron. Well, it's technically just called a golem. I like to call them the iron or the robo golem, but that's just me. But anyone that involves monsters takes so much time and work. It could probably take up to 45 minutes to an hour, which is not too bad for a thumbnail. But when your hand is constantly cramping while you're using your mouse to color in the thumbnail stuff, it can get pretty tiring, especially if you hand jerks and you have to hit the undo button and you lose all your progress from the last mouse stroke, which is really aggravating. But, you know, it's still a lot of fun. I love using the actual screenshots, because all the screenshot pictures that are like they look really nice of some kind of picture, the like 99% of the picture thumbnails that aren't like sprites or monsters, like on the colored backdrop, they are all screenshots from the various Rune Factory openings, mostly from Rune Factory 1 and the front and any kind of scene in Frontier here. But I do get some scenery pictures from the other 3 Rune Factory openings and stuff, but like not actual characters because they're not relevant. Oh, nothing special to say. I actually probably should check and see if that was an important text. So anyway, I'll be right back while I check that. Alright, false alarm. Well, not really false alarm. It was a text, but nothing too big. I mean, I still have to cut it out. Like the time gap. It was just Wendy telling me that her lunch will be starting soon. Yeah, nothing too vital. I'll probably be able to hopefully finish this episode before then, and that way I won't have to leave the recording going on forever, because it does take a little bit of time. So now, what do I need for the icifier? My level is definitely high enough to make it, but what do I need? I do not remember what I need for the icifier. I went the completely wrong direction. Okay, icifier. I have gold, water crystal, teardrop. Because I need a teardrop, I have that in my inventory. Aquamarine, water crystal, and gold. So let's see, what kind of level teardrop do I have in my inventory? Level 2. So I probably, what's my levels? Okay, so yeah. Okay, so I have, okay, yeah. What was it again? Water crystal and aquamarine. So I don't know if I have an aquamarine. I can buy a water crystal. I have a water crystal, and I will use this water crystal, but I need an aquamarine. Do I have an aquamarine? I hate looking for gemstones. Oh, I have aquamarines. Okay, great. We have aquamarine. Should I make it now? What level do I need to do to have a bonus? Because I want to actually try and get the bonus. I don't want to have just a minimum level 2. Level 54. Okay. I'm going to try and get my level 254. And then I'm going to actually forge the icifier. I am so looking forward to that. I will be able to wreck the lava boss with that. Because I believe my armor is pretty dang good. What do I have? We have the cat ears. They increase critical hit rate. Even though I should say it in effects. We have ourselves a heart pendant, which gives us some fire resistance, which will be good. We have we have max level leather belt, and whoa, come back, and a near max level silver bracelet. I'm pretty sure we're as good as we're gonna get for a while at our current level. Because what is our crafting level? Our crafting level is a lot harder to get up than armor. I mean, sort of weapons, as it seems. But I have done with less, so I know I'm probably going in there a little over-prepared compared to what I did in my previous playthrough, which has been so long ago, I do not remember how well or how bad I did. But I definitely... Oh, yeah, I've been... As you can probably see, I've also been... Actually, you guys would have seen it in the episodes I was doing it. I've gotten a lot more Mega Potions or whatever. Hyper Potions. Super Potions. Energy Drink XL. That is what it's actually called, I believe. Or at least it's closer. Let's see. Let's hit... Shut up, Mist. I don't hear you. Don't give me your sass. We're gonna head off. We're gonna head off to, you are a meanie. Why are the villagers so nice to outsiders like you and me? You better be taking advantage of them. It's better for everyone if you just left before you become attached to them. But that's only if you can still act friendly to people. I'm not happy with my Brodik voice. That was one character I probably should have researched a little bit to do a voice for. Brodik's very verbal with his laughs. He doesn't talk verbally a whole lot. He actually, granted being a jerk, he is one of my more favorite characters, just because I've always been a fan of characters that kind of, you know, rival the usual super happy-go-lucky protagonist. For example, any rival that gets an Ash, if anyone who watches Pokemon, and because I don't really anymore, I used to when I was a lot younger, and maybe like the last 4 years or so ago, I used to still watch it somewhat, but maybe, I don't know exactly how many years, but ooh, lots of stuff. But I loved any rival that actually ruffled Ash's feathers. Like, obviously Gary, the classic Gary, but also other characters. Let's say not a whole lot of characters really did get under Ash's skin, which disappointed me. I liked from the advanced series, or actually I don't know what it was called. It was the one that they were in the Hoenn region, and it was that Harley guy, the guy that really didn't like May because she apparently insulted him over his cooking. She said it was okay, and it wasn't a good enough compliment for that guy. So that's what happened, which is kind of being kind of stupid. But I loved the rivalry. It was just actual flat-out mean, especially when he told the embarrassing story about May and the Tentacool in front of the entire crowd. Or actually, he tricked Max into saying it. No, this is not going in a hentai direction, I promise. It didn't. Though had it maybe in the original Japanese, that probably would have been pretty dang funny. Kids, if you don't know what that word means, don't look it up. I promise. It's nothing interesting. Anyway, my point was being, and in the Diamond and Pearl series, they had Paul, and he was like, you know, he was kind of a jerk in his own way, but you know, he was super self-confident. You know, he was like, he was great. I liked Paul. I know a lot of people probably don't like the villains or the rivals in the series, but I hate it when your rival, who is supposed to be one that challenges you, pushes you to do more, don't have a personality that does that. I mean, maybe I guess real life rivals don't actually have to be jerks to each other. I just feel that it makes so much more sense when your rival is a jerk to you. I mean, like, when you compare the rivals, I don't really consider them rivals, of like Sonic and Shadow, and such like that, as opposed to the rivalry of Sonic and Knuckles. I know if people who don't know who I'm talking about won't get it, but like, one pair of rivals is friendly, the other pair of rivals is not. And I find it so much more interesting to see, you know, stuff going down between two rivals that actually don't like each other. I love it when the Pokemon series does that both in their games and in their TV show. But, you know, it hasn't done it so long in the TV show. I mean, granted, I haven't watched all of the Black and White series. I have not watched any of the X and Y series, so I cannot say it. But the main Pokemon series has lost so much interest to me, because especially when they changed Gary's personality, when he actually got beat by Ash in the second league, and then they like had respect for each other, which is a good thing. It's a good thing, but it's not as interesting to watch. That was one of the few things I loved watching about the show. But then again, after the first series, the show kind of got a little, old for me, because it wasn't its normal anime-style humor. Like, I loved the episode where they had the Clefairy against all the Clefairy aliens, and then Jigglypuff was all jealous. I loved it. There's stuff like that, funny things in the episodes that don't have to follow the series or like the games. They're just funny. You know, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of one of the reasons why I didn't like the Rivals as much. And that's not the right way. What's it called? I didn't like the Rivals as much in X and Y because of that. They were too friendly, way too friendly. And like Serena, not super friendly, but she didn't. She was competitive and she was a rival, but she wasn't the kind of rival I wanted. I just didn't get it. I didn't get it out of the Hoenn region either. You didn't get an in-your-face type of rival then either. And you can't just use the villains to be the rivals because it doesn't make any sense. It just, you know, that was one of the reasons why I loved the Johto region the Johto series, because the rival in that game was such a jerk. I loved it though because it made me want. I'm sorry, because like when you get a rival that actually is a jerk to you in a video game, that makes me want to show them up even more. Like that's just my personal opinion. You guys can disagree if you'd like, but like in my opinion, when someone's a jerk to you, especially for no good reason, that just makes me want to, you know, do them up. Oh my gosh, it didn't sound good at all. It just made me want to be better than them, to prove them wrong. That's why I like about Rivals. Brodik does that, sort of. Well, you'll see what I mean as time goes on. But as you can tell, he clearly is a jerk to us, and clearly, well, possibly for no good reason. And spoilers for the first Rune Factory game, so don't pay attention for the next little bit. But we do have amnesia, technically, so Brodik could be someone from our past that we do not remember. But, the point being, we don't know who he is, and he's being a jerk to us for no good reason at all. Sorry, bro, I got stuff to do. But, they're like, he was being a jerk to us for no good reason. He's being a jerk to us for no good reason, so it makes me hate him in a good way. That's what I love about characters like Shadow the Hedgehog, Gary, Gary before he became a decent human being. You know, that's good. He's, you know, mature now, but it's not as interesting to watch. Like Gary, and then Paul, Shadow, like characters like that. I can't think of any more right off the top of my head that are like rival characters. I cannot get through here. And maybe, I guess, Wario a little bit, like from the Mario series, Wario. But I don't really see him as a rival to Mario. I guess technically he is, but then again, you could also say the same aspect that Luigi could be a Mario to rival, a rival to Mario. And we're coming up here to see Iris, by the way. I guess it wasn't obvious, just for the sake of it. And I normally would cut that trip out, but I've just been on a talking spree, and I kind of want to get all my talking about this one little topic out of my system now. And it's kind of a weirdly placed topic, especially considering what we're doing. But, you know, it's just how I don't know. Anyway, just about done for the episode here, actually. There really isn't much else left that we're going to be doing, and especially I need to warp back to the home soon, so...
Good evening.
I feel like there was something I wanted to talk about, but I do not remember what it was. Oh yeah, the whole Exceed thing and the whole thing about Harvest Moon and Story of Seasons.
Is this for me? Thank you. I love tomato juice.
For sometimes I can't help myself but to not talk over certain voice lines, but that's a topic I'll get into next episode. Like, I'm sure you guys have heard a little bit about it, especially if you guys are big Harvest Moon slash Rune Factory. I almost thought I said Harvest Moon, instead of... You get the point. So though you big fans, you may already have heard stuff about it. I heard it not too long ago, about maybe a month ago. I haven't done any recording sessions... That was a weird noise. Haven't done any recording sessions in a while that's been relevant to talk about it. But I will talk about it next episode, I promise. Oh, don't swing your sword. Don't swing your sword, sword, your butter sword, sword. We're not going to have the butter sword much longer. It's kind of sad. But anyway, as I continue to scavenge and push my time to the limit, that'll do it for this episode. I will talk about that whole topic next episode, I promise, in a boring part, because I'm sure you guys might find it interesting, especially you guys have asked me some questions about it in the comments before. Not directly pertaining to what I was going to talk about, but, you know, it'll give you something to look forward to when it comes to conversational-wise. But anyway, that'll do it. I need to stop talking now. For this episode of Let's Play Rune Factory Frontier. It's been a while since I've had to say that. And we're at 35 freaking minutes, and I'm not going to edit enough of this out. This will be a freaking long episode. So I'm sad, but I also hope you guys will enjoy it and will not be upset that it's too long. Because I didn't do the normal amount of cuts I would normally do in one of these episodes. Because I talked too much for once. But anyway, that'll do it for the episode. I thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys will join me next episode. Outro time. I don't remember anymore. I've got all my stamina to give. I don't know where I was going with that. It didn't work. I will synthesize! Oh, that was more funny than it needed to be.